Now I've got this template here. This is the large size, and I'm going to use this piece of double-sided paper here that I've printed off to make a bow. Now the bow comes in various sizes, and there you can see the different sizes that you're going to be able to make. I've got a variety of different templates here that have been cut out, but I'm going to show you one technique. You can either use these as templates time and time again, but you can see you can go from the very big one there right down to the very smallest one there. And if you just have a quick look at these, there's your large one at the top here, going down in size, and you can see if you use double-sided paper then you're going to get the same effect. But if you use two-tone, one cut, like on, for example on that one, you've got one design on one side and a different design on the other, so you get that two-tone effect there, like I've done with this gold one. You can see the back of it and you can see the gold as well. And you can see going right down in size. You can even use parchment, use felt, you can use fabric, you can use anything that will bend over. That's a nice printed parchment there. But look how small these bows go down here, right down to this very little one here. And they'll be great for your different crafting projects. So there's my template, and I'm going to make one of the large ones as well. So first of all, print this off. Now I'm going to make a template and a bow at the same time, so you're not wasting time, and that is simple and easy to do. As I say, I'm just trimming off this excess paper so I find it easier to position and to tape down basically. Now I've got this piece of double-sided paper here, and what I did, I printed this design on one side, and then on the opposite side I've got this blue, but you can do the same design if you want to. These bows work really well if you've got a double-sided paper. If you've got white on the back, they don't work as good. Anyway, I'm going to position this over the top here like that, so I don't use up all of the paper and I can use more. Taking a little bit of double-sided tape, not double-sided tape, low-tack masking tape. Just tape this down, try not to let it move like that one did, and put enough tape on, because don't forget when you're cutting it out it is going to fall free if you've not taped it down properly, and then it'll look a bit of a mess. It's more harder, so don't think you're being stingy, you know, just put enough of the masking tape on there to hold it down. And if I've got a large piece like that, what I tend to do is just cut out this section here, and it makes it much easier for me to cut that out. So before I cut that out, the best thing to do is to take an embossing tool, and as you can see on here, you can see the dotted lines. This is where you're going to fold. Now if you see a straight line coming into you need to cut there as well, because they slot into each other. But first of all, I'm going to just crease that. Doesn't matter if you go outside of the line because you're cutting those away, and just give it a good few strokes on there. I've got a cutting mat underneath so I'm not damaging the table, so just straight cut through there. Once you've cut this out, you can use this template time and time again until it all falls apart, and then all you have to do is cut this shape out. And as I said, don't forget when you get round to this bit to cut in there as well, because that's where they slot. So anywhere it's a straight line, cut. Anywhere it's a dotted line, you just crease that and fold. And as you can see, I'm coming up to that section there, and I can take it in there and cut just up to the end of the line. Don't do too much, because you want it to slot nicely together, and then just cut it out. So there you can see I've cut it out, and there's the template, and you can use that time and time again, and then when it's just ruined you can just print another one off. It's so easy to do. Now because you creased it earlier on, you've got the natural folds there, and you've also got the little cuts there where they slot into each other. So first of all, fold that one underneath there, so you've got the double fold there, as you can see, the double cut rather. Then this one folds over that way. Now you can see that there, but then you take this bit here and slot it into there and slot it down like so, so it kind of goes in. So then you've got your bow. As I say, this case you've got a two-tone bow with a pale pink and a darker pink there, or you can use it that way around, or if you want you can use it that way around as well. It's entirely up to you, but you can see the difference there. I've got another one there, as you see. I've used two tones and it works really well, and there's one that I've used using the same green on both sides. So it's up to you, but you can see how simple they are to use. Now, one thing you can do as well, I've got a little pencil here or a pen, and then just open this up like that, and then just like roll it round. It just helps give you a nice little rounded effect on your bow. As you can see, this side is quite flat and this one's quite nicely rounded, but they do fall flat. So if you're putting them on a card and you put them in an envelope, they're flat, but they will spring up again. And all I'm doing is just opening up that a little bit, putting my pen or pencil or anything I want in there, and just hold it down and just roll that around, and you can roll it up if you want. Depends on you how kind of formed you want it, but it just helps it then give it a little bit more of a 3D look. And there you go, that's really simple bow there you can make. And if you use foam pads on the back or something, it'll give you more depth, it'll raise it up, so you put them in the back there, it makes a really nice bow.